Welcome to the SBS Digital Learning Hour, brought to you by the Digital Learning and Assessment Department. We're coming to you from a conference room in Central Office, bringing you the latest news in Springfield Public Schools in regards to technology, along with inspiring interviews from teachers like you who are using technology in the classroom. We'll also inform you of the latest updates, practices, and news as it pertains to our district. Whether you are new to using technology in the classroom or are a seasoned vet, we are here to help. Welcome back to the 2018-19 school year. I am your host, Mike Thomas. One of the things you might have noticed in our opening message is it's just me. It's just one voice. And that is because one of our colleagues, my partner in crime in this podcast, Suzanne Zarges, was offered a position that she could not refuse in a new job, which coincidentally means she had to leave us. So while I am very sad that I have to do this by myself, we are super excited for Suzanne and the work that she is going to be doing in her new job, so we wish her well. With Suzanne leaving, this sets us up for a great time to transition our podcast into a slightly different direction. We're still going to continue with the interviews. We love doing the interviews. That is probably our favorite part because we get to come and talk to you about the things you're doing in the classroom. We also are going to continue to present you with new news in regards to updates in the district. So anytime something changes or gets updated or we have a We Learn Symposium announcement, we're still going to continue to do that through the podcast. What it does mean is that the discussions that we have, myself, Suzanne, and sometimes Brendan Reed, will not be happening with the same frequency. We will still have those conversations. I'm sure I will talk with Brendan or I will pull someone else in. But those particular conversations we are putting on the back burner for now. While they are great, we kind of want to just focus in on what's important to you and what's important in this district, and that is the updates and the interviews with teachers. So we are very excited for this new school year to start. We know many of you have been working hard in August PD, and we hope that when you hear and listen to this podcast, you'll be reminded of all the great stuff that you're going to be able to be doing throughout the school year. So with that in mind, we're going to jump right into this new year, and we are so excited that you are back. So welcome back. If you have not been told that yet, we are excited that you are here. If you are a new teacher, you are lucking into one of the best districts in Massachusetts and in the United States. We have so many things that we'd like to talk about and get you started and caught up with. And the first of which is Power Teacher Pro. At the point you listen to this podcast, you will have already gone through August PD, which means that you've at least been introduced to the brand new gradebook. Why? Well, it updated first off, so everybody needed to get a view of that, but also because that gradebook is going to be connected to our new learning management system, Unified Classroom. Unified Classroom is a tool from PowerSchool that we have purchased. It works similarly to Brightspace, except you have more control. You can create a master class and send all your stuff out that way. The assignments are better because you can annotate them and hand them back to kids. The assessments are next-gen assessments. There's 62 different question types, including some pretty awesome chemistry and math ones, along with a bank of questions. That's right, a bank. So questions already made for you that numbers in the 25 to 30,000 with so many questions built into each one of those items. And the best part of all is that every time you do an assignment in Unified Classroom, it goes straight to your PowerSchool gradebook. So everything is connected, and that's one of the things that we heard from people when we were looking at adopting a new learning management system was making sure everything was connected. As you know, right now with Brightspace, it is not. And so Unified Classroom gives that to us. It gives us the things that we are looking for, things that you have asked for as teachers. So we are super excited to be rolling that out over the next few months. And come November, the first group of teachers will be trained on that. And that will be the secondary teachers. So that's your middle school and your high school teachers. In January, all of the elementary teachers will be trained. And that's also the other nice part is with this new adoption, we're taking a new approach to how we train everybody in the district. As in, we're going to train everybody in the district on one of 2 days. Those 2 days are going to be your big introduction, everybody all at once, into Unified Classroom. We think you're really going to like it. We have found that we really like it, along with the academic directors. Everybody who has vetted it has seemed to really think that this is the next step for us. Brightspace was a great start. We learned a lot using Brightspace, and now we can take that knowledge and apply it to a platform that is better suited for what we are trying to do. In these welcome back messages, usually I give you some of the big things that we've done over the summer, but we spend most of our summer working on Unified Classroom. A couple other things that we have been working on is the We Learn Symposiums. Last year we had the 3 days in March, the 3 Wednesdays, We Learn Wednesday, and those were pretty successful, and so we decided to do that for the entire school year. So in September, October, November, January, February, March, May, and June, on Wednesdays, if you go into my learning plan, you'll see them as they update with which Wednesdays will have what trainings, but we are doing them all year long so that we spread out the learning and use that time for our peer teachers, your peer teachers, to teach you how to do different things that they have learned that have been successful. We are super excited for that. If you are interested in presenting, we're always looking for presenters. You can go out to My Learning Plan. The presenter sign up is there. If you are interested in just attending because you want to gain some more knowledge, those signups will be going out prior to the announcement of the first trainings. So I can tell you this right now, is that the first one is September 12th. And in that training, there will be one room over at the PD Center that is all about Scratch and beginners on how to do some coding in the classroom. One of the sessions will be all about Unified Classroom, more like an introduction, how things work, and maybe even by that point, it will be up and running. So those early adopters, if you come, then you'll be able to actually learn how to do many of the things in there, which can help guide our PD in November. And then the third session, we're having 3 sessions. The third one is going to be a drop-in session for PowerTeacher Pro and the wonderful software Dino and how to use it and how to set it up. So if you are interested in any of those, please go out to My Learning Plan. The signups should be there now. So another cool announcement is something that we worked on this summer that we are excited to share with you. We created our very first SAMR/personalized learning video. You can go out to Microsoft Stream and check it out. It was with 5th grade teacher over at Dryden, Scott Wohlers, and we got to observe his class. We talked about what he did, how it's different by using technology, and then we got to see the students work. And so it's really cool opportunity for us to get into somebody's classroom without actually going. If you know of a teacher who would be great for that, or if you yourself are willing to be recorded and interviewed so we can talk about how you integrated technology into the lesson. Because that's one of the biggest things that we heard last year was, it's great that we have all these tools, but how do I use them effectively? And by getting into people's classrooms who are using them effectively, recording them, and then sharing that with everybody, we get to see how technology can be used effectively. And so that's super exciting. It's personalized learning plus SAMR model out on stream. You should check it out. And one of the last things that I want to bring up today that I am super excited about was I had the opportunity to go to a conference this summer over in Chicago called ISTE. ISTE stands for International Society of Technology Educators. This conference blew my mind. There were 25,000, not 2,500, 25,000 teachers who all descended upon Chicago to learn how to use technology effectively in the classroom We got to see student examples, students-led workshops led by companies who are doing some amazing things out in education, some of which we are bringing back to you, some of which I can't wait to share with you. We heard some great, amazing speakers. I am just so full of ideas and energy that sometimes I wish I had my own classroom, but then I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now, which is share this information with you. With that in mind, over the podcast, over the next number of months, we'll be sharing some of this stuff out. If you are looking to learn more about this, you can follow me on Yammer. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter as @beardedtechedguy. If you don't know, I have a pretty good beard, if I do say so myself, and I am sharing stuff out that I've learned through those conferences there. We have a great blog, which I'll also be including information and content that I've learned there. I can't wait to share all this information with you. If I did it now, we'd be sitting here for hours, and quite frankly, you and I don't have hours to just sit around because we're trying to get ready for the beginning of the school year. I am super excited to share what I learned about from ISTE with you. If you are ever interested, there are a bunch of great tech conferences that you can go to, tech education conferences, and ISTE to me was one of the best that I've ever done. We have so many great things going on in this district, and we're always looking to talk to teachers, and we're always looking to visit classrooms and see what's going on. Our team of 3 people, hopefully 4 again soon, would love to come out and visit you, so please email us at DLA support, message us on Yammer or Twitter or Instagram. We would love to talk with you. We'd love to visit your classroom. And if you are doing something amazing that you want to share with the world, we want to help you share it with the world. Again, we have our We Learn Symposiums, which are going to be fantastic this year. And overall, this is going to be a great year. We have entered into the 2018-19 year with lots of great new information and a lot of differentiated and individualized and personalized learning and how all of that works throughout your classroom. But for now, I am super excited. This is going to be a great year. And I, again, just want to encourage you, if you ever need help using technology in the classroom, if you've got ideas but don't know how to apply them, reach out to us because we would love to help and collaborate with you. That's it for this week of the SPS Digital Learning Hour. I am Mike Thomas, and I will see you next week.